Microorganisms are everywhere around us. But why we are not able to see them? Microorganisms are very tiny organisms which we cannot see by our naked eyes. Hello dear students, I'm your teacher Poonam. Today we are going to continue our chapter Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. In our previous class we discussed about the harmful effects of microorganisms. In today's we are going to continue the same topic. What are the microorganisms which are very harmful for us and what are pathogens? So let's get started. So dear students, before we start our today's class, let me tell you, you have to watch this video very carefully because at the end of this class, I'm going to ask you one important question and you have to write the answers in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are correct. So let's get started. So now dear students, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the harmful microorganisms. We are going to talk about those microorganisms which are harmful to us. So now some microorganisms causes diseases in plants and animals, and those microorganisms which are responsible for causing diseases in plants and animals are known as pathogens. Alright, so we can say that pathogens are those microorganisms which causes diseases in plants and animals. Now, some microorganisms grow in food substances and produce toxin and makes the food poisonous. And when we human being or any other animals when eats that kind of food, what happens? It causes food poisoning to that person. And due to that food poisoning, what can happen? It can cause illness and even death. Some microorganisms spoil materials like clothing, leather, wood, etc. Alright, so now here we are going to discuss what are the microorganisms which causes diseases in humans. Now disease causing microorganisms enter our body through air, water, food, contact or insects. So now when diseases caused due to these things, this kind of disease is known as the communicable disease. So if we want to write the definition of communicable disease, what we will write that the diseases which can spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, contact or insects. So those kind of diseases will be known as communicable diseases because they can communicate, they can transfer from one person to another person. Now the example of communicable diseases are cholera, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis, etc. Now some insects and animals can act as a carrier of disease causing microbes. So those organisms will be known as the carriers. So what are carriers? Carriers are those organisms which carries these pathogens. The example of carriers can be your flies, mosquitoes, insects, etc. For example, here the example is also given, house flies, female Anopheles mosquito. So female Anopheles mosquito is the one which causes malaria, whereas female Aedes mosquitoes, they causes dengue fever. So now these are the few carriers which causes diseases to human organisms. Now, here in this picture, you can see the image of a female Anopheles mosquito. So, which disease it causes? The female Anopheles mosquito, it causes the malaria. Whereas Aedes mosquito, it causes dengue. So now what happens? These are the carriers. Okay, they carries especially this one, the female Anopheles mosquito. They carries the protozoa which causes this malaria disease. So the organism which is responsible for this malaria is your Plasmodium. Plasmodium is one type of protozoa which this female mosquito carries. So when this mosquito bites to any human being, what happens? That Plasmodium enters inside the human body and it causes the malaria. Now, moving ahead. Now we are going to discuss about the disease causing microorganisms in plants. So there are many microorganisms which causes disease in plants also. Now microorganisms cause diseases in plants like rice, wheat, potato, sugarcane, apple, orange, etc. These diseases reduce crop yield. They can be controlled by using chemicals which kill the microbes. So now here in this picture you can see few plants, like in this you can see the citrus plant. It could be any lemon or orange. And now here you can see the okra, and this one is the wheat. So these are the few plants which has the disease, and these diseases are caused by microorganisms. So now in the next slide we are going to talk about the microorganisms which causes these disease. Now here you can see some common human diseases caused by microorganisms. So now in this table we are going to see what are the diseases and what are their causative microorganisms and their mode of transmission. So the first one is your chicken pox. So the chicken pox is caused by virus and the mode of transmission is air and contact. Next one is your polio. Polio is caused by virus and the mode of transmission is air and water. Measles. Measles is also caused by virus and the mode of transmission is air. Hepatitis B, also caused by virus and the mode of transmission is water. Now next we are going to talk about few diseases which are caused by bacteria. Here we have seen all these 4 diseases are caused by viruses. Now here we can see the tuberculosis is caused by bacteria and the mode of transmission is air. Typhoid. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria and the mode of transmission is water. Now next is cholera. Cholera is also caused by bacteria and the mode of transmission is water or food. Now the last one is malaria. Malaria, as I have already discussed, it is caused by protozoa and the name of that protozoa is Plasmodium, and it is caused by, or it is transmitted by mosquito. Now we are going to talk about few diseases which are caused in plants. The first one is your citrus canker. Citrus canker. So what do you think? In which kind of plants this disease can occur? So as the name says, citrus. So especially in the citrus plants like your lemon or your oranges, in these kind of plants you can see this disease, and the causative microorganism is bacteria and the mode of transmission is air. Now next is arrest of wheat. So this disease is caused in wheat and the causative organism is fungi and the mode of transmission is air and seed. Now yellow mosaic of okra. So what is okra? Okra is, in our common language we call it as bhindi or a lady finger. So this disease is caused in lady's finger. Now the causative organism is virus and the mode of transmission is water. So students, this table is very important for the exam point of view. So you all have to learn the diseases and the causative microorganisms and their mode of transmission. Now next, we are going to talk about food preservation. So dear students, I hope all of you have understood today's class. And now in the next class, we will discuss about food preservation. So now it's time for the question. I told you that at the end of the class, I will ask you the question. So your question is, write the name of the mosquito which causes malaria. And also you have to write the causative organism. So you have to write down in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are correct. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.